Okay, everybody. I hope that message just went through. Sending my message. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we're going to do this one more time because it didn't work for me the first time. Okay, we're going to quickly make cheesy potato soup. It's easy. It's not super fast, but it's delicious and it's totally worth it. So, I'm Danielle Stolt. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, first thing you're going to do is turn your Instapot onto saute. You're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 large onion. I chose white, chopped it up, threw it in, stir it around while it sautés. When they look a little bit wet, you add 2 cloves of garlic in and 1 tablespoon of thyme. Okay, you can use fresh thyme if you like. I used it out of the jar. Then you add your chicken broth, which is right here. I use the whole thing, chicken broth. And it says 6 russet potatoes. I peeled, then chopped up probably maybe like a dozen little ones. But we already had this once and we want more potatoes the second time around. All right, so then you just put the lid on it. So it's really simple. You got your butter and your onion, you're sauteing. It says 5 minutes, do it for about 3. Add the chopped up garlic, 2 cloves, and thyme. Do it for 1 more minute. Right? Are you with me? Simple? Okay. Then you add in all the chicken broth, and then you just put in your chopped up potatoes. You can chop them up as small or as big as you like. Turn this on. Make sure that you have the setting back here set to not to steaming. I think it says like sealing. It says it's sealed. So after this warms up, you're going to set it to full pressure. You're going to click manual, and you're going to use these plus and minuses to get it to 8 minutes. This takes a long time to pressurize, but now it's actually cooked the 8 minutes, and it's been kind of hanging out for 3. So I'm going to use a utensil to push this forward to start venting it. Don't burn yourself. It's really tricky. Oh, hold on. There you go. So now I'm going to vent it. While that was doing that, I chopped up some scallions. I also got out sour cream, and I multitasked. I cooked the bacon very slowly, okay? So, here's the bacon. I basically take about half the bacon, cooked it on like a 4 on my oven, and you can use scissors if you want. I've been washing my hands all day. So I just chop them up into little pieces, and then this is the garnish plate. Very simple. You also need to make the mixture that's going to thicken up the soup, because right now it's just chicken broth. And you're going to need some salt and pepper. You can use kosher salt if you choose, ground pepper, regular pepper, it doesn't matter. We're going to season it with that once this is done. This has a locking system that it will not let you open the Instapot because it doesn't want you to get hurt. It won't let you open it until it's fully vented, okay? So we're venting it right now. Also, in addition to chopping this and making the bacon and making the plate to load up your soup, you need 2 tablespoons of milk, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and you simply put them together and mix them in here. What this is going to do, as soon as I take the lid off, you're going to see me pour this little mixture in and thicken it up. Then we're going to top it off with a cup of milk, and the recipe calls for heavy cream. I'm using half and half. I mean, it's the coronavirus time, and the only thing that we had in the store was half and half. So that's why I'm using half and half. But if you like a real creamy sauce, use the heavy cream. You can use half and half to be semi-creamy. And you can also use skim milk if you just really like it not so creamy. All right. I'm thinking we're going to need all of these. And then I leave the toppings separate because I like to just serve the soup, and obviously you may have different people in your family. Everyone likes to decorate it differently. Personally, I throw the bacon in, I throw the scallions in, or the green onions, and then I just kind of swirl in a topper of sour cream. And it came out really good. We ate the entire Instapot bowl last time. That was like in one night. Everybody had, even my little lady, she can be kind of picky. She knows what she likes. But she actually tried it and didn't mind it. She's having chili tonight because she's becoming a chef during quarantine. This is our 21st day, so I hope you're surviving, not going anywhere, staying safe. They're not even going to be going back to school this year. That's kind of makes us sad, but it's okay. All right, so everything's cooked, and now this is the fun part, and then that means we get to eat it very soon. So we began with sauteing, then we cooked it, and we're going to end up with sauteing. All right, so we're going to remove this lid in a second, and then you're going to check off the saute function. You just really want it, and this is really hot. I've only made this one so far, but my daughter got up here and was stirring it, and it splashed on her, and she got a big burn from it. So I would suggest stirring slowly, because we're going to saute for 5 more minutes, and just stir it slowly while you're doing it, and be tasting it, because you're going to add things to your specific taste. All right. And again, like I said, it will only let you take it off if it's, no, I don't think it's ready yet. Oh, so there's a little pin in there that's next to it. The pin drops, then you can take it off. The pin just dropped. We're gonna open this up. Ooh, it looks pretty. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put in the mixed up 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. It's bubbling. We're going to hit saute, turn it off and put on saute. And then I'm going to use the minus button. Hopefully I can. Well, when it hits 25, I can just turn it off. All right, so we're gonna stir. It looks really good. You can cut up your potatoes as small or as big as you like. I know at this house, I like this, like chomp into a potato, but this is like so great. Now I know I can just throw baked potatoes in here, and really they're done in about 8 minutes. And it calls for 6 russet potatoes, and I bought the 5-pound bag, and then I had enough to make the whole recipe again, because there's really not much that you need. I bought 2 chicken broths. Okay, so that has not really thickened it up a little bit. That's why you're sauteing it. It's gonna bubble up more and thicken it up more because of the cornstarch. You can it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you can always add more. If you don't think you don't think it's thick enough, you can do another 1 cornstarch, 1 of your heavy cream. It's already bubbling, which is good news because it's so hot. All right, and then we're gonna add in the milk, which is 1 cup of milk, and then we're gonna add in, let me see how much heavy cream, 1/2 cup. So 1 cup of milk, voila. Be very careful. All right, and then we're gonna use 1/2 cream. I'm using 1/2 and 1/2. 1/2 cup. Did I say 1/2 cream? All right, beautiful. Okay, let's check this baby out. So, perfect. Now you're gonna have that nice white base, and I will take this out and show it to you. That's why I cooked it in advance. So I'm just gonna review. You need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 cloves of garlic, it says 1 cup of fresh thyme leaves. I just used, or 1 teaspoon, sorry. I just used this one here. From my spice rack, I used the thyme. 1 teaspoon. And then you're gonna need 6 large russet potatoes and your onion and your chicken broth. So you start with sauteing the butter and the onions. It says 5 minutes, do it for 3. Then you follow that up by adding your thyme, your tablespoon of thyme, and your garlic. And you only saute it for like about another minute. And then you simply take all of your russet potatoes that are cut up, throw them in. I peel the potatoes. You can probably use red ones if you wanted to, and you can leave skin on. I know I've had that in restaurants as well. Pour the chicken broth in, close it up, 8 minutes. That's all you need, okay? Once that's done, you use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and with 2 tablespoons of milk, and you mixed it in a separate bowl, and we poured that in. We turned it back to saute. We added 1 cup of milk, and I used half and half. It calls for heavy cream, just so you know. And it's back on saute, and you're gonna have to continuously do this. While this was cooking, I cooked bacon, and I chopped up the scallions, or green onions as they're called, and I offer sour cream and cheese when I serve it. But I serve it just like it is. All right, so that's been on for a few minutes. Now I'm gonna get the pepper and salt. Just drop that, oh my gosh. Okay, so I do like a lot of pepper. And then this is just to taste, so it just depends on what you like. Do we like a lot of pepper? We like all the spice in this place? You like it a pepper? My husband always says that. Okay, definitely want to add salt. I'm not a salt fan, but when you're cooking things like this, they need salt. And it's just as much as you want. You can use regular salt, you can use a modified salt, kosher salt. It actually said to put kosher salt in there, so now I'm going to continuously mix it again for another few minutes, and then I'm going to show it to y'all. It looks really good this time too. This whole thing is going to be gone. I think my husband had 3 bowls, my son had 2, and I had a little bit. But it looks amazing also. If you like food to look good, you're going to love this, I promise you. Okay. I am going to turn this off. I'm going to taste it. I'm going to give it a little taste. Just to see. Be very careful. Like I said, this is really hot. I burned my daughter the first time. Good. Perfect. Probably a tad more bit of salt. I taste a lot of pepper, which is good. Ground pepper, I think, is a little more pungent. Gives it a little bit of a little kick. Okay, and it's ready to serve. So let's get some bowls out and let's get eating. I'm going to show you how I decorate my bowl of soup. Okay, very hot, very nice, very pretty. Okay, wow, is that hot. All right, so this is what it looks like. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'm gonna come around here and I can show y'all. See if you can see that. You can. Okay, perfect. So, this is what I'm putting in it. And I just crumbled up the bacon. You can cut it or you can do anything you want with it. Oh, this is so pretty. Comes out so pretty. And then to top it all off, I went ahead and I put a little dollop in the middle. And that, my friends, is what the cheesy potato soup will look like. Now that's a good looking soup. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Danielle Stolt. If you're bored in quarantine, check out my boutique. It is shoploveyourtodayboutique.com. You can find me on Facebook at Love Your Today Boutique by Danielle Stolt. You can find my personal page. You can find me on Instagram at Love Your Today Boutique. You can also find me
on YouTube, Love Your Today Boutique, or right here at Danielle Stolt Anything Goes. My son is a gamer. His name is Parker, and his ID on YouTube is Sneaky Ops. It's capital SNEAKY, capital OPS, and capital Y, capital T for YouTube. So go and subscribe. He's just starting. He's very young, but he knows what he wants to do. LBJ? What's LBJ?
Video.
I don't know what that means. And I'm also on TikTok now as Danielle Stolt.
I'm on TikTok now.
Yes, TikTok now. I will be live tonight on Facebook for my boutique. We're going to do some spring bundles, and after we eat our delicious soup, and if LeBron James happens to be watching this, my little daughter, who just turned 10 yesterday, would very much like a signed Lakers jersey from you. We wrote and made you a video, and we wrote you a letter on your page, which was what she said in the video. She's very shy. So thank you guys. Stay safe. Stay in your quarantine. Be kind. Stay sweet. And remember to love your today, because they're all just one of a kind. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.